taught him that with the compression side.
Yeah, he wears them every time.
Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 20th day of May 2013, and this will be the last home meet for the Cougars. There's also the last softball game for the Cougars going on, and coincidentally it's the same team, or same schools, not the same teams obviously, same schools that are involved. Saranac at Northeastern. So we had to choose, and we chose the track over the softball. It's going to be Saranac running in 2 lanes in the boys, and the girls. Northeastern has a dog in the race, so to speak. No dogs out there, but they do have 8 teams on the girls' side. But the boys, no boys team. So Cougars being very polite. They're taking the outside lane there. We'll be on the outside to start things. So there'll be no mystery as far as who's going to win the boys' race, but there will be a race for the girls as we see the high jump area, and we fiddle over this way. We'll see the long jump and triple jump area. Looks like Saranac is taking a slight lead here in the girls. And we will get what we can here as we go around and around. This is the 3200, so twice around, and they'll hand the baton. 3200 relay, I should say. There is a 3200 that's not a relay. It's 3200 relay. It's low to mid 70s at the moment. Very pleasant day in the North Country. Rain, when I last looked at the radar, was up above Ottawa, coming in a big swooping circle in our direction. So hopefully it'll come about 7 o'clock and not much earlier than that. Let's count the seconds here. There we go, 11 and 16, about 5 seconds ahead is the Saranac runner. Don't bother chasing around hiding from me, Garrett, because I'm going around in circles, so there's no escaping. The fellow dived, hit the deck there. All right, we're ready for the first handoff and half a lap. It looks like we have a jump about to start here. Maybe we'll get the jump as we're waiting for the no jump there. We did want to point out we saw a local throwing legend here, Mickey Castine over there. Let's get a shot of him while we're thinking of it. He's apparently, there he is, in the dark shirt, helping out the Saranac team. So he's a throwing legend here at Northeastern, but he's helping out Saranac. There's the handoff, and they will continue. We'll keep track of the time again. Let's see how many seconds Saranac is leading. There's the handoff. And about 12 or 13 seconds ahead is Saranac. And around they go, and nobody in the high jump, and nobody doing any serious long jumping at the moment. Boys have quite a bit of a jump on the girls here. They are probably 110 meters or so ahead of the leading girl. This will complete the third leg of the race, third lap of the race. A total of 8 times around, obviously.
Come on, guys. Hang with him now, Connor. Hang
Here
with
comes
him.
the girl from Saranac. Saranac looks like they have good numbers here, so it might be another one of those cases where we see a lot of extra heats just to get the extra Saranac runners involved. 55 seconds. my own personal time here. And we'll see 10 seconds so far. 15. So about 17 or 18 seconds behind are the Cougar runners. And here comes the boys teams. Again, no Northeastern squad in the 3200. This will be the second handoff here. So Saranac will take the boys race. It's a luxury to have enough to have two relay teams like this. Anybody stand still on the handoff.
Thanks, man.
So now we'll get the second handoff for the girls.
Don't laugh at that. Don't encourage her.
Okay. The temperature is kind of fluctuating when I hopped in my car, and shortly after I left, let's see, 21, about 19 seconds behind are the Cougars. It was about 70 degrees, and by the time I arrived here it was 74, so when the sun peeks out like it is right now, it's a little bit on the muggy side. So it's a warm day when the sun's out here, but it cools off quick when the sun goes behind a cloud and the wind picks up. There's the second place. That's 5 laps completed for the boys. Five laps.
Come on, Phil! Run, server! Come on, this 200 becomes key, Alexis.
And about 17 seconds behind Cougars. This will be the third and final handoff for the boys when they come through here.
Push it!
Yeah, it's about a 17-second difference in the boys. Now we have the Saranac girl coming in for her final team handoff. About a 14-second difference. Just they hand it off about a couple of yards further down the line than Saranac did.
Stop looking back.
All right. 30. Let's see. We're going to have about a 25-second lead or so here, I think, or maybe even more. The referee Alan Stafford up there getting the hurdles set up for the hurdles that'll be coming up shortly.
Go, Justin. on, Justin.
That'd be one lap to go.
Take it, Ray. 3-2.
Go, Jess.
Come on, Lexi, you gotta push it.
And the Cougars have gained a little bit here, I think. There's 24 right there. And 31, so only 7 seconds behind. This could be interesting down the stretch. In the meantime, here comes the winner for the boys.
Second call 100.
Here's the boys winner crossing the finish line.
First call 15. First call 15 and 16.
And comes the second place finisher for the boys. Doesn't matter how many relay teams Saranac puts out there, they only get one that counts. But it gives 4 more guys a chance to do some running.
Not completely, but
Here comes the girls' finals, and it looks like it's going to be Saranac by a decent amount. There she crosses, 11:42 when I started taping, not when they took off. 11:42, so there's 10 seconds, and there is about 12-second difference. So Saranac will take the girls and the boys. And up next, I believe we're going to have some hurdles. Looks like they're still carrying hurdles over here. You think they would have done that already, huh? I think that would have been done already. Must be they're going to open up more lanes, more than 4 lanes for the hurdles. So that's probably why they're bringing hurdles over here. It's like they're adding 1 more lane, so we're going to have 5 wide.
And I was like the first person that had it, and so I just started following from someone followers, and there's no one else.
You see the CVAC all-time record holder, Mallory Honan, among those getting ready to run. And Alan Stafford getting the final lineup. Not sure if the boys are going first or the girls. Looks like it's going to be the ladies first. And again, there'll be 5 lanes. And it's possible that there would be a she's in the middle. Gun is up. Here they come. We were here the day that Honan broke the CVAC record, but nobody bothered to tell us about it. There she goes. Now the stoppers will give the times. Our father's got a time too, so see how it computes with the official time. They have reset the hurdles for the boys' height and distances. They'll be using 4 lanes. Looks like there's a lot of boys down there. Some of them might be running the 100 sprint rather than this 110 hurdles. There's the gun is up. There we go. Get ready. Gun is up. 4 lanes, and they're off. Looks like just 1 Cougar. 3 Chiefs, 1 Cougar. Looks like this fellow here is going to win it. And in fact, the Chiefs will take the first 3 times, but even though there's 3 Chiefs ahead of them, the guy from Northeastern finished second because it's just you only get 1 that counts for your team. So Saranac takes that one.
Working. 15-3 guys. 17-1.
One of the joys of being on a modified team is you get to work the hurdles for the varsity team. So you earn your keep before you become a varsity performer. Here's sprint, and Conan's going to win it. I think it's the hurdles that she has the record in. It could be the dash. I admit I don't know as much as I should know what happens at these things. We got a high jump possibility here.
Oh my god!
Or is she going to start from there? Or just think about it.
Oh my god! Stop!
Here we go. Here we go. She's gonna go for it. And we're not going to see it because Mr. Berkey's shoulder was in the way. Let's see. We got another race should be starting momentarily.
You got Abby spit on your lip.
It's going to be girl. No, one of the girls. Yeah, another girls. Or the girl. Yeah, looks like the girls are going to go another heat. And the girls.
Yeah, I can do it now. The 200. Yeah.
That was funny.
Let's see you won't.
I tried to dare you.
We can do it now.
I ain't saying which one. I gotta find when to get
There
up.
they go.
Is that building the smallest one around?
I want to kill you. It just hurt. I'm thinking about that one there. That one won't kill you, guys.
Looks like this young lady here is going to win this heat, but it would be highly unusual if somebody in the second or third heat would actually win the event, because it's you put your best runners in the first event. Somebody would have to have a career day to pull an upset like that. Looking for the long jumps and triple jumps, and doesn't look like much is going on there.
Last race, the kid who I beat for
Doesn't look like we have much of a view as far as
I really don't mind if I'm doing it. Yeah.
a reporter from the Press Republican is nearby here, Garrett Wood. He's interviewing Mallory Honan for a feature article that the Press Republican will be doing on her. Looks like we'll have a boys sprint here very shortly. The gun is up. We are ready for the sprint for the boys. It's like quite a few lanes being used. And looks like it's 3 and 3. Looks like Grimshaw won by a nose. We were kind of blocked out here. People have a tendency to jump in front of us, but that's
Final call, 1,600 meter run. Final call,
been going on for the past
1,500
30
meter run.
years, so we've learned to live with it.
No.
And meanwhile, let's check out the high jumping. There we go. We have a high jumper against the same young lady.
Guys, we got a couple more.
And looks like we're not going to get a chance to see
100
her.
runners back to the line, please. 100 runners back to the line.
Oh, I came in last. There.
Looks like the gun is about to go up.
Yo, Ty, there's one in my
We
bag.
have another heat coming up.
Right on top of my red Nike bag. It's over there.
Looks like there's enough fellows down there for a third heat, so I hope not, but or even a fourth. Still a lot of guys down there.
Ty, the shoe bag. Cool, no.
I couldn't tell from where
Guess we're not ready to go just yet.
I'm Rodney
A false alarm. We've moved down a few feet from where we were. We had 8 Cougars that decided to get between us and the finish line. I guess it never occurred to them that I might want to see the finish line from where I was recording. There we go.
You done.
Oh, yeah.
They had to take out all their spikes.
Kind of close. It's close. Alright.
What is he doing?
And these are the 8 Cougars who got between me and the finish line. It has taken a long time between the first heat and this third one. Spent a lot of time with these track mates standing around. That's the frustrating part. And when you got a team like Saranac with a lot of participants, so you got 5 extra runners here just running against themselves. You've got to give these kids the opportunity to do it. But we just wasted another 5 minutes or more waiting for them to run. So 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and all of a sudden you've got an hour longer than you would if things were moving quickly.
No, and then I have
And if that wasn't enough, we're going to have another heat.
What are you talking to me? Like, no.
It's almost 5:20 right now. The 4:30 start.
I like it for my...
Gun is up.
One person followed me, because then
Set. And they're off.
Are they still? I'm gonna do the last in my event. And one more to come.
Alright, 4 heats. And that looks like it's it. Stafford's coming back this way. Well, we'll see what's next.
I got the third grass line.
Well, we are trying to get a 1600 and 1500 going here. The girls are 100 meters up the line from us. The boys are anxious to go. And the gun sounds and they're off.
Get in there, boys. Thanks to get in there.
So 1600 4 times around. Girls go 3 3/4 times around. They started 100 meters up the course, up the oval.
Doing the job. Smile.
Okay, 3 laps to go. Three to go. The boys have gained some ground on them.
Let's go, boys. Go, Sean. Go, Justice. Go, Nikki. Go,
Come on, Austin. Come on, Matt.
And we'll turn and see where the girls are. They are right about there. Looks like we got some long jumpers. Nobody jumping at the moment. So we'll get back to the leaders. For the moment, there's the girls' leaders over there. Are ahead of the boys. They will be close as far as finishing first overall. The boys are gaining, so next time around the boys might have gained the 100 yards. The leaders will gain the 100 yards on the girl leaders. A posse of boys have passed all the girls except for the first 2. 2 laps to go. Busy weekend for Hometown Cable. Yeah, looks like the boys have passed the girl leaders here now. This is a Monday, the 20th. On the 18th, got up at 3:15, headed for the Plattsburgh Air Force Base. Left home at 4 o'clock. Get there at 4:30. Start interviewing people. North Country Honor Flight, sending all the World War II veterans who have never seen the World War II monument, giving them a free ride to Washington, D.C. to see that. One lap, 1 to go. Very Little and I were privileged to go along on the bus, interview a number of them. And
1 to go, 1 to go.
Go to Albany and see the activities at the airport. And as of right now, our plans are on June 8th when the second North Country Honor Flight embarks to, this one here will be flying out of Plattsburgh. Our plan at the moment is for Gordy Little and I to fly to Washington to witness what happens there.
go, Matt. Catch Austin. There we go. Stay loose.
And this girl is not the leader. This boy is the leader. She has 1 lap to go. Here comes the winner for the boys. Number 2. The first 4 are going to be from Saranac. But only the first one counts. Well, even though Bedard finishes 5th, he finishes in 2nd place. I don't know why people coast across that finish line. I don't know why they don't run through. This guy's going to run through. Well, even him, he's slowed down at the... It's not like you're running into a wall here that you need to...
All the way through. Finish hard.
Slow down.
Good race.
This is when the timers get get their work, earn their keep here. Not that they're paid anything. They're all volunteers, unpaid volunteers.
Finish hard.
Let's complete the 1,500 for her and the 1,600 for him.
Push it in.
We got one more young lady out there.
All the way through, bud.
And the race ain't over till she finishes. So there. Those of you who thought the race was over, it ain't over till she finishes the race. All right.
4x1 to the line.
4x1. So we got a relay coming up next. We'll check out the high jumping. Looks like we have a high jumper. Good timing here. And that fellow jumped in front of us. Oh well. When you're trying to shoot 360 degrees, you have to run into some folks once in a while.
Thank you, love.
We already know who's going to win this 4x1. Only Saranac has runners, girls and boys, starting in lane 2 and 1. 4x1, so they'll run 100. Oops, a false start. He already shot his blank. Got to put a new blank in. In the meantime, I don't know if we see any throwing going on over that way. I don't see any. See some measuring going on. When there's teams with lots of participants like this, it's tough to get the jumping because these kids got to stand somewhere. So when they're standing in the infield, they certainly can't fault them. Well, I do find fault when they're standing between me and the finish line here. We're waiting for Mr. Stafford to load that 6-shooter. And
Gentle. Start out gentle and then work it in.
I've seen faster gun loaders. There we go. He seems to be set now. Our runners seem to be set now. The timers are set. I don't know if when there's just 2, if they use more than one timer. Just to have looks like at least 3 guys had their buttons to push there. So I would think maybe 4, 2 for each lane. There's the first handoff for the boys and the girls handoff. Next handoff will be over that away. There we go. There's the boys handoff. And the girls. They've won it already, so despite that handoff. He's coasting here. The girl is going to beat him if he doesn't get his legs in gear. The boys barely beat the girls here. He was coasting here. He was coasting, and the girls would have loved beating the boys on that one. And they came pretty darn close. Our next race will be the 400 for the girls, which I assume will be followed by the 400 for the boys. They will stay in their lane that they start in because there's one time around the track, so it's a staggered start. The outer lanes start ahead, but it's still 400 yards to the finish line, so they do not have a head start.
Clean.
Down.
Thank you.
Gun is up. And they're off. We'll keep the camera rolling. We're not going to see much in that direction with the sun, but we'll pick them up right about here. There's our two leaders. So there's the makings of a photo finish. Cartier on the inside. I think it's Bloxon for Saranac. And looks like Cartier is going to take it.
Finish hard.
Alright, there's a winner, and number 2. And again, doesn't matter who's 3, 4, or 5. Unless you got more than one school, more than 2 schools competing. So that completes the boys. Let's see the girls, and now we have the boys coming up. Looks like she was pleased with her time.
Not you, Myers.
Setting up for the boys, looks like 4 Chiefs and 2 Cougars. And they're ready. Oops. Everybody's supposed to be ready here. On your mark. Set. And out.
Go, Rodney, push it out! Chase him! You got something to catch, let's go! Go, Rodney!
Looks like that's our leader.
Come on, Rodney!
And looks like he's got a pretty good lead. About halfway
Rodney,
through.
let's go!
Good possibility Saranac will finish 1-2 in this one.
Come on, Rodney! Move! Come on, push it!
There's our winner.
Come on, let's go!
Saranac will finish number 2, but finishing second place is Grimshaw. Again, only the top finisher counts for your school. You're first. And it doesn't matter how many, if you're the second place school, it doesn't matter how many other team was ahead of you, you're still number 2 in this race. Only Chiefs in this one, so they've won it. It's a 400 hurdles.
Time, you're going for time now, Abby. Race these girls. Out quicker today, out a little quicker, that's all, that's it. What? That's it, Abby. Run stride for stride now, Abby. Try to say stride for stride. Stride for stride, Abby. You're right there, Abby. Don't give up on it.
Abby! Stay with them!
Come on, Abby. Come on, Abby.
You can tell by
Come on, Abby.
when they jump who's in the lead, because the first one to jump is the leader. There's 2 more hurdles after this. Now we got 2 more. Well, he's just running for pride here. Saranac will take it. Next up should be the boys 400 hurdles, and then it should be the senior recognition.
Mr. Trombley, we need you for senior night.
The gun is about to go up. We're going to do the 400 hurdles. Looks like there's 3 Saranac boys and 1 Cougar. Not sure what referee Alan Stafford's looking for here. Probably making sure the track is clear. And they're off. 400 hurdles, so keep an eye on when they jump the hurdles. We'll probably pick them up right about over here. Looks like the 3 Saranacers are all close to each other. It's going to be a close finish between the 2 Saranac hurdlers. 3 to jump. Not much distance between the 2 of them. And it's going to be a battle to the finish up. It's going to be neck and neck at the wire. The guy on the inside wins. And I'm going to have a race for 3rd. I think Saranac won. What a close one. Okay, up next should be the senior recognition portion. This is the last home meet of the year. So they're going to recognize the seniors and their parents. I'm not sure what kind of a view we'll be able to get, but as always, we'll get what we get.
While we recognize our seniors, we would like to recognize the colors. Is graduating from class first stage, and he's moving to Indiana for a job. So we'd like to give him a nice round of applause for his year's skills.
That's how I am.
Celine Bouvier has been on track and field for the 6th year on varsity. She's done a little bit of everything. 200, 400, 800, pentathlon, 400 hurdles, 100 hurdles, shot put. And it's been wonderful having you let her in
Celine Bouvier. Hey, can you guys keep it down?
Guys.
She's always been running the high jump and everything, encouraging me as I jump. Shared me today.
Celine talking about her mother.
My dad had to work, so I'd like to thank him for coming and treating embarrassing things as I Devin Goslin.
Bouvier, Devin Goslin.
7th grade, but has been on varsity since 9th grade. And she's one of our throwers and sprinters. Alright, so I'd like to thank my dad for helping out with the throwing event and cheering me on. And his name is Goslin. I think he's still over there. Oh, no. And then my mom, Kim Goslin. Getting right And our last senior girl is Mallory Honan, who also has been on varsity for 6 years and has done hurdles. And a couple years ago, she made a deal with me as she couldn't get her jump and she wouldn't have to do 400 hurdles anymore, and I guess that kind of worked out for her. I'll thank my parents, Connie Honan, and my dad, Phil Honan. Thank you for everything.
Alright, the boys team has 5 seniors this year. I'll have them come up. I won't embarrass them too much by having to talk into this. So, Matt Nigro, Tyler Bosley, Colby Provost, Tom Bedard, and Ethan Favreau.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
$800 at the line.
Alright, 800 is next. Okay, I believe this is the 800. We'll find out soon enough. 2 Cougars runners and 1 Saranac runner. That's first time that's happened today. So if it's 800, it'll be 2 times around a big oval. Looks like the Saranac runner has a healthy lead at the moment.
I don't even know how to run.
Well, I was mentioning earlier, it's a busy day. Saturday we had that
Oh, I know how. No, 800.
honor flight getting up at 3:15 to record that. Then on Sunday, yesterday, we were at the Rainbow Wedding and Banquet Hall for the Saxony fundraiser. Friends of the Saxony fundraiser, so we're busy all weekend. A flock of Chiefs here decided to gather between me and the finish line. There's Bouvier. Let's see, here we go.
That was good. I'm not going to yell at you. That was good.
Matt, why don't you do that?
We're gonna run them
You got from 4x4 too? I'm on the non-scoring.
Just thought I would. If you need to, use a calculator bucket.
Huh?
If you need to, you can use a calculator bucket.
I got one. Matt, do you?
I've never started.
Matt.
They have it marked off? Yeah, it's that yellow line right there. They just have to stay in lanes 4, 5, and 6.
I'm so excited. That's what you get. Good job.
Have somebody stand there. Yeah.
Here comes the leader.
You might line them up first. You might not need to. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, no shoes.
Go, Amy!
Okay, here comes our winner. We'll try to shoot between the lines here, between the crowd here. And here's our winner.
All the way through. All the way
And here come the Cougar runners.
And a nice win.
All the way through. Good race. Let's go, Tom. I want to win, bud.
Completes the 800 for the girls. Saranac will take that. So if nobody trips here, we'll have an unusual start. The 6 slowest runners in this race are up there. We got 8 up here at the starting line, the official starting line. These guys are getting a little bit of a jump on the thing, but they got to mingle here very shortly. So they've got maybe 10 meters. And again, Mr. Stafford's not only shooting blanks, he's shooting a blank. I forgot to reload. Got to put a new cap in. Okay, he has wandered off. There we go, he is set. And they're off. And when they mingle in together, that's the problem. But it seems to go off without a hitch.
Come on, Tom, fight for it!
12 Saranac runners, 2 Cougar runners. But again, it's 1-on-1. 800, 2 times around. They've gone about a quarter of the distance, halfway around the track.
Come on, Roddy, let's go. You were going to get the award for being late to your race. I don't run it.
We're relocating. All right, 1 lap to go.
Let's go, Bobby. Stay on him.
It's a close one.
So we got to pick it up a little bit.
There's the leaders, and there's Bedard from the Cougars.
Come on, Tom, we got to pick it up.
Starting to look like Saranac will take this one. In fact, they've got their first 4 runners right now.
Yeah, they all knew that I was
Here comes our winners. Burning up the track down the stretch. There's the winner. Number 2 is right on his tail.
Come on, Tom, all the way through.
Come on, Jacob! Finish strong!
All the way through, Tom. Let's go.
right here, all the way through.
Looks like he's got some kind of physical distress back. Like I said, his back. So he will probably not compete in the 3,200 at the end of the day. So that'll complete that. Next up, I believe, is the 200. We've got the wave. 200 girls. Gun is up. And they're off. It'll be close. Honan will take it. And that'll complete the girls 200. I heard Honan telling some folks that she tied the school record at 27 seconds. The gun up, gun is up. Second heat.
She wasn't waving at me. I feel like that. Hey, watch your doing your gold wrist. Big. Looking good. Big.
Come on, Mia!
Good job, Amelia.
Saranac, Northeastern. Like Mike's getting in the swing of things over there. The number of bodies we had here kind of prevented us from seeing the jumps, so we didn't get much jumping. Normally we get more jumping in the course of an evening, but tonight, with so many extra participants standing around, they've got to stand somewhere, so as long as they're not between me and the finish line, I have no complaints, as I mentioned earlier. Looks like they're going to raise the bar. And looks like there's another girls' heat. Another girls' heat. Two events to follow this, the 32 3000 and I think it's the 4x4 to finish off the evening. Looks like there's enough boys there for another heat, so I'm guessing this will be the first of at least two. Gun is up.
Come on, Rodney! Go, Rodney! Get it! NCCS! Get it! Go! All the way through! Yellow go!
FCC!
Come on! Come on, Rodney! Come on!
Saranac finished 1-2. Have to take our word for it. All these people jumped between us and the finish line. I think there'd be room for them on the other side, huh? You would think. This fella's gonna jump over here. We might have a jumper. And a successful jumper at that. How about that? Raise the bar. And a long jumper. Or a triple jumper. Well, we're not going to see the ending on that one. Looks like we are set for the second heat. Hopefully everybody will be going in this one. Well, some guys still there. Hopefully, oh, maybe we'll get another heat. We'll see.
Come on, Eli! Come on, man!
It's going to be Saranac and Saranac and Saranac. Cougars.
That was you out there on top.
Alright, we have a gun up. This will be the last heat. Maybe just a couple of runners. Alright, now we have a view. And what's the hold up? I can see this happening on the first meet of the year there, Alan, but not the last. Try again. Looks like just a couple of Saranac runners.
Good job, boys!
Yeah, these guys are neck and a guy on the inside takes a hit. How about that?
Was that the last heat?
Well, we've been here recording for a little over 2 hours. There's the girls are going to do a 3,000. And the boys are going to do a 3,200. And they're off. Taking their time. They've got to go around that track 8 times. And the race that'll follow this will be the 4x4s. Which will be one time around and a handoff. Let's see, I don't think I see any Cougar girls here. So obviously Saranac, oh, there's a Cougar girl. I was just going to give the victory to Saranac, but not yet. That's half a time around, 7 more to go.
Keep your focus.
Why are they going all the way around? Why are they going to line? What?
7 to go.
Good job, Austin.
7 to go. Six to go. They're gonna pass those boys. Here come the boy leaders. Six to go.
Tail him. We got a lot of laps to go. Tail him.
Six to go. Yeah, those girls have passed those guys. Looks like they're just out for a jog. Something to do. Five to go. 5 to go. And the joggers. And our leaders, they're going to pass the joggers very shortly, if not before this end of this lap. And got 5 to go. The weather has held off. We've got some gray skies up over Lion Mountain, but for the most part it's held off. We got the girl leaders coming up.
Maybe for a little while, why?
Yeah, the joggers have been lapped by the leaders. I think there's four.
Spencer, that boy there, keep tailing him.
4 to go.
He's gonna take off for a little bit. Keep tailing.
Moving our camera over a little bit there, just to get a different angle on the situation. There's the joggers. He's looking around. Taking time to smell the roses, I guess. 3 to go. Three to go.
Last lap is when you pass. Keep tailing.
And you got the joggers.
I remembered you're sitting on the line. Have mercy.
I think this is our leader here. 2 to go here. We're going to see 2 fingers up or 3. Still showing 3. These must be our. Still showing 3 fingers here. There's 2 now. 2 fingers on these girls.
Are you joking me? Isn't that upsetting? I have to go wash the soda up because you like threw it over.
Close that gap.
Go, Sammy! Get it, Sammy!
Open up the stride, Spencer. Use those legs.
We shut off for a while to allow the next wave to come through. The joggers, they got probably 3 to go. They might have been lapped twice, or about to be lapped twice. This guy, the Cougar here, I think might be Gagno. I'm not certain on that. He's got 2 to go. These guys have 3, so they got a long time ahead of him. This could be the leader here. There's the gun. So it's a gun lap. Those are our leaders.
Push it.
Of course he was. Alright guys, we are at another school. Stop being 12 years old. Let's go.
That's the bond.
200 meters. Let's go, Spencer.
Okay, these guys will have 1 to go. This guy here is the winner. 1, 2. And there's the girl winners. And these guys have got a lap to go here. Here's the first Cougar.
There you go, buddy. All the way, all the way.
And the joggers, they've got 2 more to go.
Good job, Spence.
They've got 2 to go. There's a Cougar leader for the girls. She's got another lap to go. Saranac at Northeastern, you're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. The joggers are coming up. They have another lap to go. This girl is done. And this will complete the race. I think these guys, as I said earlier, were just looking for something to do, so they jogged around the track. Why not? Our last event is going to be the 4x4. Well, one time around and hand off the baton. All Saranac, no Cougars. We have two girls teams, or no, one girls team, three boys teams. And again, this is the last meet of the regular season. It's about the fourth time we've seen Mr. Stafford here, and it's the first time we've seen him with so many misfires. Here we go. And they're off. I think the battle will be for second. The girls, Saranac girls have won this. Saranac boys have won this. The next runners are ready. This is our last event. We've got about 80 minutes of footage at this moment. Again, we apologize for not getting much of the jumping and none of the throwing, actually. So many people standing around with such large numbers on the Saranac side that we just couldn't see the jumping or the throwing. I don't know why they stayed in their own lane. They should have all been right, unless there's a side by side. Getting that first lane. Otherwise, you're giving up that yardage for being in that outer lane. Here comes the second handoff, so this race will be halfway through as far as the first place finishers go.
Come on, you, Connor. He's coming. He's catching you.
This third Saranac boys team and this girls team are neck and neck. And like the girls have taken the lead. Whoop, and a slow handoff on the boys. Whoops. Zoomed in a little too much on that grass there. Okay, here comes the third handoff. Final lap. The boys had the advantage of having that inside track, all three handoffs, so almost an unfair advantage. Not that they're really competing against each other. Here's the winning finisher for Saranac. The number 2 finisher for Saranac. And looks like the third boys team will take the lone girls team. So Saranac will take the 1600, and they take a lot of these by default, but the Cougars are not sporting enough numbers to compete in all the events. Saranac in many cases having enough for 3 or in some one case 4 heats. So that'll wrap it up. Saranac at Northeastern Clinton. You're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. And if you'd like to continue to watch this kind of programming, we need more of you to step up to the plate and start supporting our efforts. Viewer-supported local television, and so many of you are not supporting us, and we really need it. So thanks for watching, but how about stepping up to the plate and thanking Hometown Cable for being there for your kids all these years. Thanks for watching.